Hello, this is David Jenkins, the Plata Town Council member from Ward 4. I will be your host for this podcast titled La Plata Ward 4 Update, providing updates about the Plata Town Council meetings, issues affecting you as residents, and other related activities. I've also started a La Plata Ward 4 video update, which are short videos about specific projects and issues, and have been posted to my Facebook page, facebook.com/djenkinslp Town Council Ward 4 /. These videos are also posted to the app or the website called Nextdoor, www.nextdoor.com//.newsfeed. A little background: the Town Council has their work sessions each month on the second and third Tuesday, and then we have our business meeting on the fourth Tuesday. All meetings start at 6 p.m., and now the Town Council work sessions and business meetings are now hybrid. That is, you can attend in person or virtually. Each agenda provides a link to attend virtually using the Microsoft Teams platform. Meeting agendas can be accessed to the town website, www.townlaplata.org. And please note, all meetings are recorded, so you can view them later at your leisure. So now let's get started with our latest update. Hi, and welcome again to this latest episode of the Plata Ward 4 Update Podcast. This is David Jenkins, the Plata Town Council member from Ward 4, and your host for this podcast and my companion, the Plata Ward 4 video update, which is posted on YouTube. This episode is about recent town staff and council actions on behalf of the citizens. I hope all of you had a great Christmas season, and now we look forward to 2024. First, let me welcome David Winkler, our new Ward 4 council member, who took office in late November to complete the term of the council's late member, James Goldsmith. Jim was a great person and contributed a lot to the town. He will be missed. My thanks to the town staff for their continuing and steady efforts behind the scenes to keep the town infrastructure running and to keep us safe as our police force continues to battle crime in and around the area. So here are a number of things the staff has been working on, as well as the council, as we move forward on a number of key issues summarized below. First, let me briefly talk about fiscal analysis. In our current fiscal year 2024 budget, there is a line item to conduct a fiscal analysis to quantify and map the fiscal performance of the town's existing and potential future development patterns. We can then use this information to make better informed decisions about land use, infrastructure, and economic development, while hopefully providing for a fiscally sustainable process in the future, as well as the ability to better manage our financial resources and being transparent with you, the taxpayer. This study is justified by the town's 2020 comprehensive plan, which states, quote, "While residential development brings with it new tax and fees and revenues, it also brings demand for local government services, which often exceeds the revenue generated by new homes. Ensuring that municipal growth yields diverse land uses will be a critical evaluation point when considering potential growth areas." So again, this is a policy support for this fiscal analysis study that's in our current fiscal 24 budget. And in fact, I understand from the town manager they're working on a request for a proposal to send this out to bid so we can hire a consulting firm to do this. The next time I want to talk very briefly, and what the town planning staff is working on, is an adequate public facilities ordinance, or APFO. The town planning department and staff, as well as the planning commission, are developing this tool as a better way to determine impacts on town facilities, water, sewer, traffic, stormwater management, police, emergency services, and school during the development review process, and, if needed, identify improvements to our infrastructures that could be necessary by future development. This, again, is being worked on by the Planning Commission and town planning staff, and eventually will be forwarded to the Town Planning Commission for public hearing, as well as to the Town Council for public hearings. So stay tuned for that sometime this year. The town continues to move forward with the federal funds from the American Rescue Plans, or ARPA. So we continue to use those funds specifically for and to fund needed stormwater management projects in Agricopia, Redwood Circle, Redwood Lake, and other town facilities in order to meet state permit requirements. We've also purchased needed equipment for public works, trash truck, containers, and other needed equipment and supplies, as well as funding for the police department for new vehicles, personal protection equipment, a mobile command center, and new firearms. You may have just recently seen an article about the radio station road pathway, which is a walkway pathway that's been under development for a number of years that would extend from Rosewick Road south along Radio Station Road, connecting with Maryland 488 and then to downtown La Plata through Maryland Central Charles Street. So the town has received funding for design and construction from the Maryland Department of Transportation. We hope to see construction sometime in the near future. If not this year, then maybe early in 2025. Hard to believe it's that far away. In addition, State Highway Administration will be installing 2 pedestrian warning beacons at 2 existing crosswalks. One is adjacent or opposite the hospital, and the other one is opposite or near the Port Tobacco Theater. Again, the state will be installing these. We had hoped that they would install these this past summer, but unfortunately, due to an inventory shortage, this has been put off. But we're hopeful that will be installed later on this year or early next year in 2024. The town is also working on a project called the Wills Memorial Park Amphitheater. The town has received a proposal from the developer or a consulting firm to construct this project. And so we've met with them once through the Parks and Recreation Commission, and they will be shortly be sending specific details on the cost of the project. The funding source for this project is also ARPA, that is the American Rescue Plan funding, and this was contained in the town's Park and Recreation Master Plan. It will be, again, in Wills Park. It'll be adjacent to, and then we'll be able to connect with a proposed new county park to the south. Also, in recent activities is the what we call the Bird City Pocket Park. There was a groundbreaking ceremony in early November of this year for this project located on the northwest side of St. Mary's Avenue at Centennial Street. This property, or this small site, is owned by the Wills Group, and they have provided initial funding for the construction. And as you may have seen, a sidewalk has already been installed, and this will be shortly followed by landscaping and benches to create a pocket park in the center of town. Both this project as well as the Radio Station Road pathway are all part of an effort to create a much more walkable La Plata. Now let me move on to a water infrastructure item. Specifically, the town has authorized acquisition and will be implementing through our Department of Public Works a town water distribution modeling system. This is a computerized program that will model our water system, and it will enable us or the town staff, particularly the Director of Operation and his staff, to be more proactive and provide responsive decision-making regarding the overall system, our water system, and its planning design, help us look at water quality, if in fact we're losing water, energy management, and also response to any emergency situation to our water system when we have a pipe failure. So this model will allow us to better understand our infrastructure and its operation needed to support the town's water system for both existing and future residents and also commercial uses. The town has continued and are continuing to analyze a cost-effective but fair retirement plan option for town employees, for both the town police as well as public works and other town employees. This is needed so we can keep pace with the changing environment system and the work environment. This is really also needed not only to retain existing staff, but also, to attract new staff as we keep pace with needed support for our services. And finally, we are beginning to plan for our next budget for FY24. Our FY25 budget, which starts July 1st of 2024 and ends June 30th, 2025. This begins with our Town Council budget retreat on Tuesday, January 30th, 2024. There is a schedule out for all Town Council meetings, work sessions, and public hearings to review our budget, our tax structure, and any fees. These dates are out, and I will post them on the podcast notes. And I've already posted these dates on my Facebook page, David M. Jenkins, the Plata Town Council, Ward 4. Again, I'll provide a link in the podcast notes, and I will urge your participation and review of our budget for the next year. So again, the town continues to work hard to maintain and provide needed infrastructure and services to existing and future residences while using your tax dollars efficiently and for the best return on your tax investment in the town. So again, I thank you for the opportunity to serve as your town council member from Ward 4. I would request, and my ask would be, that you participate in our council meetings, either online or in person. You can also view those on YouTube as well. I certainly need your input. I'm not an expert in everything, so your input is needed so we can make the right decisions on your behalf. So please email me at djenkins@townoftheplata.org with your questions and comments. Thanks again for listening, and have a great new year. Thank you. This concludes the latest La Plata Town Council Ward 4 update. I hope you find this podcast informative and useful. So let me know what you think. I look forward to speaking to you again and listening to your questions and concerns. To reach me, my email address is djenkins@townoftheplata.org, or my cell phone number is 301-263-3471. Thanks for listening. Talk to you soon.